Hey everybody, Neil here from Post to Post. Chicago fans, we speak again so soon. You know, it was only a couple of weeks ago that we talked about the Chicago Blackhawks and that little minor change they made to their home jersey. Minor change, but really, really good change. And I had so many good things to say about it. And here we are once again talking about a Chicago Blackhawks jersey. Well, we're not supposed to be. That's the thing. This isn't an official release. The jersey was leaked, and it was actually accidentally shipped to someone. So they opened up this package and they were like, this isn't what I ordered. And this doesn't exist. They posted some photos online, so I want to show you those photos, and we'll talk about the jersey. Let's do it. Let's bring up the first one. And I found these on the Hockey Jersey Reddit, by the way, and the user is olopez2298. I'll put it up on the screen, so shout out to that person for putting these photos up. That is amazing. Now, the crazy part about this is the second time that this has happened, that Fanatics has shipped out something to a customer, a jersey, that doesn't actually exist yet. It happened a couple of months ago with the Ottawa Senators as well. So I don't know what's going on at Fanatics. Actually, let me reword that. I think there are a lot of things going on at Fanatics. I just think there are a lot of questionable things going on at Fanatics. We went on a bit of a rant last month or the month before talking about Fanatics and that whole mess that I went through with them. So this isn't anything new. Like an issue regarding Fanatics, this isn't news. It's just another notch on the belt for Fanatics. So anyways, this jersey that we're looking at right here is one of the most predictable and expected jerseys in the NHL. I've been talking about the Chicago Blackhawks bringing back a alternate jersey, a black one specifically, which is basically an inverse of the home jersey, just black, for years, for literal years on this channel. I've been predicting it. I've been complaining about it, that it hasn't happened yet. And finally, it looks like the Chicago Blackhawks are going to do it. But as much as I was asking for it, that wasn't me being smart or trying to predict it or anything like that. It's because it's logical. This isn't a Neil-related thing. It's just a logical path for the Chicago Blackhawks to take. They had a jersey like this in their history. It's been quite a while, decades since they used it. So now is the time. The jersey collecting has gone through the roof. It's so much more prominent now. There's so many more people getting into collecting hockey jerseys. We're into a new manufacturer. In the Adidas years, we had an explosion of jerseys. There were specialty jerseys like the Winter Classic and the Stadium Series. There was a full series like the Reverse Retro. There's the regular alternates. There were so many extra jerseys created in the Adidas years. And now that we're into Fanatics, we're by that first little step year. Now we're into the second step year. And yeah, the jerseys still look quite similar to Adidas, but this is the year that we've gotten that first little, push of jerseys from Fanatics, and it's been great. It's been really great. You know, I can complain about Fanatics all I want, but at least they are giving us lots of variety in the NHL leading up to this season. And this is not supposed to release this preseason. It's supposed to release, I think, mid-year. That's what I'm hearing. But now we have it. So there's not really much to dissect with this jersey. Like I said, this is the most anticipated, predictable, logical jersey to come to the NHL. It's just happening. That's it. Like, we've talked about this and the potential of this to death. So there's nothing to dissect here. It's a pretty much perfect jersey. I'm not completely sold on the neck, but otherwise, that is an amazing jersey. I am so happy that the Chicago Blackhawks are bringing this back. I'm so happy that Fanatics is doing this, or the NHL, whoever's behind the decision, is. I'd like to shake their hand. I guess I'll put it that way. We have more photos. I'll go on to the next one here, and this is just a close-up of the logo. Nothing really to say here. And then the shoulder patch, that's pretty expected. They've used this shoulder patch or a variation of the shoulder patch color-wise forever, basically. If you look at the back of the neck there, it says Authentic Pro. We have another photo leading into that as a segue. So there you have it. This is a legit jersey. This is an absolute legit jersey. And then they got the back here, no number, just a blank jersey, but it's as expected on the back. This is a perfect alternate jersey for the Chicago Blackhawks. This is exactly what, when I say we, I'm going to say what we have wanted, we as in the collective majority of hockey jersey collectors and Blackhawks fans. This is what we have wanted. I've been reading the comments for years on my videos, and then just generic posts on Facebook and Instagram and Discord and Reddit. People, the majority of people, want this jersey to come back. So I would have to assume that 90% of the people watching this video, or 90% of the people that comment or whatever, it's going to be positive views. That's how I'm kind of expecting this to kind of go down. I can't imagine that anyone's going to be very upset by this. I think this is so logical, and it looks so good. It's going to look great in a uniform. It's going to look great in my collection. I'm absolutely going to buy this. This might be the year of Chicago for Neil, because this is the only Chicago Blackhawks jersey I have. It was sent in by a subscriber. Thank you to that person back in 2018, I believe. And it's Reebok. It's Reebok Stadium Series. I don't have any Adidas, and I don't have any Fanatics. So this is it. This is the year for the Chicago Blackhawks. I have to get this alternate when it comes out. probably after Christmas, maybe. Who knows now? They might push the release date forward. And definitely the home jersey, that gold outline, so good. So might be the year of Chicago Blackhawks. And I need a new hat too. So there's another thing I need to buy for the Chicago Blackhawks. So yeah, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased, guys, with this. And I think the majority of you will be as well. I think it is disappointing, though. Like, not the jersey, but the release. Like, I like leaks. I love leaks. That's great. But from a marketing perspective of the Chicago Blackhawks, you have to be disappointed. You have to be extremely disappointed. From the top, from the bottom, social media team, from the people taking the photos and doing the video, to the people creating graphics for this stuff, to all the way to the top, for the people making the decisions for this jersey. This has to be a very frustrating moment for the Chicago Blackhawks. So it's unfortunate that the leak happened, but I don't blame the person that posted the photos. They didn't do anything wrong. They did what they should. This is not their fault in any way. This is a Fanatics issue. It's been a Fanatics issue for months because they did this before a couple of months ago with the Ottawa Senators, like I said at the beginning. Fanatics has issues. They have quality control issues at their warehouse and as an organization. If I were the Chicago Blackhawks, I'd be going to the NHL, I'd be going to Fanatics, and I'd be knocking on some doors. Because clearly there are one of two issues. Maybe three, okay? Maybe three. The first issue, you don't have the right people in place corporately to manage everything and the logistics and everything involved with Fanatics jerseys and the release or procurement or logistics of housing them. Number two, you don't have enough people in place. People are overworked and things slip through the cracks because, someone's working a job, but really they're working 5 jobs. So that happens. So maybe there's not enough people in Fanatics. I can't imagine that's the reason, but possibly. If that is the reason, Fanatics, you better start hiring. Possibility number 3, there are people at the warehouse who are purposely sending these jerseys out for this reason. I have no reason to believe this, but based on a couple of things, I think it's reason number 3, with a sprinkle of reason number 1. I personally believe that there's someone in the Fanatics warehouse that is intentionally sending these jerseys out when they should not. There's just a couple of things I'm not going to say right now because I want to see what else happens in the next couple of months to see if it happens again or the next year. But there's a couple of things that are just very interesting about this, and yeah, that's my theory at the moment. But it's not good. It's not good for Fanatics. It's not good for the NHL. And it's not good for any NHL team that's coming out with a jersey that has to worry about this. That has to go through all of the work for designing a jersey, running it through manufacturing testing, running it through TV testing, creating marketing assets for this, creating visuals, just to have it leaked accidentally or sent out by someone in Fanatics. Whether it was intentional or whether it was a mistake, it doesn't really matter. It's very frustrating. So, Fanatics, get it together. Or don't. Because I can make videos. Whenever you screw up, I get to make videos. So I guess that's the only saving grace is that, it's fun for me, but not fun for the NHL teams. So let me know what you think about this jersey down below in the comments section. How do you feel about it? And do you think Chicago made the right choice? Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Anytime there's a jersey release, a jersey leak, a jersey rumor, anything like that, you can find that on this channel. I will be sure to make a video of that as things get released upon the internet. So I'll catch you in a future video like one of those or the other videos on the channel. Tomorrow, we will be talking about, I'll just tell you, I got my computer up in the list. Yeah, so someone tagged me on Twitter of a very interesting graphic. It has to do with NHL teams and the logistics of traveling for those NHL teams. So they created a spreadsheet and a graphic. So I snagged that off of their tweet, and I want to talk about that. I like data when it comes to the NHL, and whether it's roster related, financial related, doesn't really matter. But this one involves traveling. So that's a little bit of a hint. So I'll see you tomorrow for that one. And then the day after that, there's probably going to be some conversations on the channel around the Colorado Avalanche and a little bit of a teaser that they released on their social media of a potential incoming Nordiques jersey. That's right. So we'll talk about that pretty soon on the channel. So if you're not subscribed, we'd love to see you in the near future for those ones. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you very soon. Adios.